Welcome to another month-old episode of The Modern Moron. Not because you're just getting around to it, but because I'm just getting around to it. So by the time you do get around to it, this episode will be months old rather than just 1 month old. You see there, leading off with some really valuable information right at the top. Speaking of pointless, in this episode, the senator talks about his desire to go to the Grand Canyon, hike from one side to the other, probably at night, and then come back home as soon as possible, as soon as he's done. I don't get it. Why go to such a beautiful place that's considered one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and then get through it as quickly as possible, half of it at night, and then leave? Why not stay and enjoy its beauty? Do you do it just so you can say you did it? In the senator's case, I think so. I think combined with his severe case of FOMO, fear of missing out, he is far more interested in telling other people he had an experience rather than experiencing the experience. Getting that guy to just sit down and stop running in the rat race is like getting a monkey to stop eating a banana. It's not going to happen. Actually, that's an extremely accurate metaphor. About halfway through, right after we talk briefly about getting vaccinated, we start to wrap it up and the senator says he's glad I'm doing well. But the guy never once asked me how I was doing. All he did was launch into his 50-yard dash to the Grand Canyon and back. Naturally, I call him on his poppycock. What else? I do talk about my disappointment at the country opening back up. Yes, I'd rather stay in quarantine for the rest of my life. And we talk about where we're going to retire. You know, that's a common topic these days, right? You're in this demographic. You know, where are you going to end up? Without the senator taking into account where his wife would like to retire. You'd think that guy would learn, for Christ's sake. I need to get his wife on this program. Then we'll find out where he's really going to retire. So there you have it. And I'm thinking right now, you must be either very lonely or very, very bored to be listening to us two idiots. But I sincerely thank you for doing so.
I've been planning a hike with no Ubers, by the way, because I know you just love that story. You just think that's like a rah, rah, rah.
It's you to a T.
What is wrong with skipping a section, taking an Uber around that section because of snow, and then going back and doing that section later? What is wrong with that?
Is this the thing that you're excited to tell me about?
No.
Then I don't want to talk about the past, okay? Tell me about your new thing that you are excited about.
I'm hiking. I'm going to hike rim to rim, the Grand Canyon, in about 3 weeks. I'm going south to north.
In 3 weeks?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, I have heard nothing about this.
Yeah, it's brand new. Just
when you say rim to rim, what do you mean by that? Like you're going to hike all the way around the rim of...
No, hike across
like a tightrope?
No, I'm going to be on a rocket like Evil Knievel.
So what, you're going to go down into the bottom and then hike back up the other side?
Yes.
Wow. Yes. And how long is that going to take?
Probably, hopefully less than 12 hours. Hopefully.
Oh, I thought that was going to be like a 2 or 3 day venture.
No, it's 20. It's approximate. These are approximate numbers. It's approximately 21 miles. I will start at around 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. because of the heat. So you start, let's just say midnight. You get down to the bottom very early in the morning, probably 4 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. These are all estimates on what I'm still figuring out all the logistics. Mm-hmm. You get down to the bottom and then you start hiking out, and you want to be out and back, or up to the north side, because I'm starting on the south rim, mm-hmm. going south to north, and you want to be on the north rim sometime, hopefully by 10 or 11 o'clock.
How many people are going on this hike?
One other person's going with me, somebody who has done it before and has done it. She's actually gone rim to rim to rim. She went south to north and then back.
I'm really fighting hard not to do a rim job joke right now.
Yeah, I know. I hate saying that, rim to rim.
I know, yeah, especially when you bring a female into it. It's like, God darn it.
Did you just like smack your lips when you said that when you about rim to rim?
No,
Did you
but
do
when you
that?
said rim to rim to rim,
I need 2 men on this.
rim, I just,
That's what she said.
that's the first thing that came to my mind because I'm just juvenile as can be.
Yes. Yeah. No. Believe me.
How are the two of you going to get there? How are you going to meet
So they have some property there,
in Arizona?
and yeah,
Oh,
but we're going to meet. We're going to meet there. We're going to meet in a parking lot on the south end. I'm going to drive
oh,
from California to Williams, and then I'm going to go towards Williams, Arizona. I'm going to probably spend the night in either Barstow or Needles.
Jesus! You
Yeah,
picked
I
a
know.
couple of great towns.
Well, I could probably make it all the way to Kingman, but
Kingman's
is
not much better.
Yeah, right. I mean, I might as well. I could do it all. It's an 11-hour drive.
I'm surprised you're not flying. Big shot like you?
Yeah, I thought about it, but
Fly and rent a car. You're a big shot. You're a 1%er. Or are you afraid of those corporate taxes? You saving up? I can't spend
no,
them.
I'm trying to reduce my carbon footprint. So I've decided to drive.
Okay. Not sure if that's reducing your carbon footprint, but
Certainly.
Well, I mean, with gas now at over $4 a gallon, thank you, Sleepy Joe. I might as well fly, right? Because it's probably cheaper to fly than it is to drive.
I have no idea. Clueless, as usual.
I'd have to drive. I'd have to fly to Phoenix and then drive from Phoenix. I don't want to do all that. Wear a mask. I'd rather be in my little car, listening to my books on, CD. Have my sandwich.
What you should do, what you should do is rent an RV, and you and I could go together.
Aw, that's adorable.
That would, you know what I'm saying? That would be.
Well, first of all, the hike would never happen.
Yes, it would.
No. We'd be at some dinner show in Vegas.
I'm not a Vegas person. I really don't
You
care for
would be
Vegas.
with me.
I would be with you. Okay. All right. I think that's your best bet. Is
I think we gotta go. No, we're gonna stay.
I think that is a fantastic idea, personally.
I do too, actually.
Well,
I don't know if it's a smart idea, but it's a good idea. And I think it'd be really cool. You got to wear a headlamp. You start in the middle of the night, obviously.
And the park rangers and so forth, the people that run that national park, that's something that people do. That's a common thing. Okay.
Yeah, this is a pretty common thing to do.
Okay.
Most people, they don't go. Here it goes again. They don't go rim to rim. They go from like the south. They go down to the bottom. There's some campsites. Some.
And they don't go alone, right?
No,
you want
and they take donkeys.
You want to go rim to rim. You want to be with somebody.
Of course. Well, I can't go rim to rim by myself. That'd be really tough.
Yeah, you'd have to be very flexible to do that.
Because if I could, I would.
Okay, we get it.
We'll do this again soon after I get my shot. And
I'm getting my first shot tomorrow.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
Probably.
That's where I'm going.
Well, I'm going. I don't even know what time my appointment is. You want me to tell you?
What time?
I'm going to tell you right now. 12:50.
Oh, we'll be gone. Okay. Mars about 9:30.
All right.
Well,
good luck with
maybe
it.
I should leave a sign for you. Or maybe, I don't know.
It's fine.
Maybe leave some of our cards of the modern moron. Maybe I'll leave some of the nurses.
Okay, great. Right in their demo. All right, Senator.
Okay. Glad you're doing well.
How do you know how I'm doing? All we did was talk about you.
Well, of course.
How do you know I love that you said, glad you're doing well. Glad I've caught up with everything that you're up to. We didn't talk about me at all. I had to force in that I'm getting my vaccination tomorrow because you never asked. Jesus Christ.
The other stuff I have on my list is the expansion of the Supreme Court. We need to talk about that next.
I'm not crazy about that, but I'm old and I don't want anything to change.
Yes, I understand. I think I do. I don't know.
You're in favor of increasing the number of Supreme Court justices?
No. They meaning, the other party wants to change the rules.
What other party?
Because they're not winning.
The Democrats, you mean?
Yeah. And if it was
so you're
Republican-
admitting that you're a Republican.
I'm independent.
No.
You just
I'm
said
saying
the other guys. I said Democrats, meaning you're a Republican. You just admitted it.
Independent.
No, that's not true. I said the other party. I said the other party.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say the other guys. I said the other
Well, that's
party.
the same thing. Same thing.
And if you let me finish my thought instead of rudely interrupting
Okay,
me,
I apologize.
I will finish my thought, and that is the other guys want to change it. The other party wants to change
Democrats.
it because they're not winning. And this is going to finish my thought. If it was the reverse and the Republicans were losing, they would be doing the same damn thing. Period.
You know what really grinds my gears?
Because that's all it's about.
You, America.
So no, I am not stupid enough to be a Republican, and I'm certainly not an idiot to be a Democrat.
Okay.
I'm too smart to be either one of those.
Oh, are you?
Freaking stupid parties. Yes. That's why I don't adhere to either R's or D's. Period. Because
you are an independent, right?
Either one, neither party is out to help you or me or anybody else but themselves. Period. And until people realize
You have
that,
said this so many times. You're like a broken record.
I know. Because I want you to understand, I hate either. I hate them both. I hate them both.
That's why you're an independent, right?
Independent.
I am. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay.
And I have said it before, and I will continue to say it.
What were we just talking about? We were talking about, well, right before the Supreme Court, with the way things are opening up, cases are going down, vaccinations are going up, the economy's opening up, businesses are opening up. How do you feel about that? You feeling pretty good about it? Looking forward to the summer?
Yeah, I mean, I hope it does. I mean, for everybody's sake, I hope it does. Well,
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not. When I was told, go into quarantine, stay in your house, I was like, fantastic. Now,
what have you said before?
Huh?
You said you've been practicing COVID your whole life.
Yeah, I've been. This is the kind of I'm a recluse. I like being reclusive. Now, okay, go back out into the world and interact with people? No, thank you. Can you imagine what I'm going to be like in 10 or 20 years?
Oh,
going to be insufferable.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned. What you'll be living in my, my
basement,
the in-law quarters, taking care of my ranch up in Montana.
It's going to be a cold winter. I mentioned Montana to some folks that are retired, and they said, "Ooh, that's a really cold winter." I don't know if you can. When we're used to a California winter.
I agree, but it'll be worth it, don't you think?
Well, we don't know what we're going to be. I'm already starting to feel, I'm colder more often. I never used to get cold at all. Now I'm cold all the time. My feet are always cold. I'm rapidly aging. What?
Extra thick socks for you for Christmas.
Extra.
Thick.
I have electric socks. Do you know that?
No, you don't.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I do.
Don't ever let anybody know. Don't ever say that again.
Well, it's too late. I just said it.
Don't ever take it back. Don't ever.
That's it. Okay, took it back. I can never clear my throat. I've always got a frog in my throat. I've got something going down the wrong pipe every day, and I can barely cough it up. I am rapidly headed downhill. I'm old.
Wow. God, no doubt. Well, that's kind of why I want things to open up. I mean, I think.
Well, you're a social person.
Yeah, I used to be. I think I'm becoming less, actually.
As you're aging.
No, I'm not as tolerant of people as I used to be. I don't have time for you. It's like, please.
Yeah, I want to get my taken care of.
Or I just don't have time for your bullshit. Let's not small talk. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
That's
not necessarily bad, though, is it?
I should be a little more tolerant.
Oh, my God, yes.
All right.
Oh, man, who couldn't use a little more tolerance? Because we are always so far behind in our episodes, we don't address the most recent events of the day, week, or even month. But recently, we heard President Biden address Congress with probably the biggest program of, some will say, investing in the future of this country with infrastructure. Others will say just plain old spending. But I think the most heartfelt moment of his speech came from this clip.
A little from column A, a little from column B.
All seriousness aside, here is a clip, and I cannot believe he said this, and I can't believe some lunkhead network analyst didn't jump all over this. He was talking about child care, I believe for children under 6 years old, and I doubt any Republican would deny that child care is not an important issue to be addressed. It's the how it gets done part that divides everyone. But the president, after passing an almost $2 trillion stimulus package, said these 4 magic words.
We can afford it.
Excuse me? Could you repeat that?
We can afford it.
Wow. Okay. All right. I truly believe he went off script for those 4 words, and I don't think they were wisely chosen. I don't think the president has a real idea of what we can and cannot afford, because all I hear him say is that we cannot afford not to. Is that a double negative?
We can afford it.
And when he did finally address the how of paying for all this, he talked about where it would not come from. The middle class, of which I am a member. I'm not a 1%er like the senator, but the senator and I do need to have a talk about what a fair share is.
Pay their fair share.
Because I heard Biden say that phrase quite a bit, fair share.
Pay your fair share.
I'm wondering, at what income levels do we go from poverty to lower class to middle to upper middle, and finally the elusive upper class? I wonder if I can get the senator to agree that on some level, that as we move up that ladder, the rungs get farther and farther apart. It gets harder to reach that next level. And by that, I mean, incremental dollars that it takes. By next level, I mean the next standard of living. So does an extra $10,000 mean the same to someone making $40,000 as $10 million means to someone making $40 million? Does someone taking home $30 million have to change their standard of living compared to someone taking home $30 million? Okay, I just said the same number. I'm a fucking moron.
Hey, stupid.
And does someone taking home $30,000 have to change their standard of living compared to someone taking home $40,000? Percentage-wise, yes, they are the same, but I wonder if the senator would agree that $10,000 means more to a poverty-level person than $10 million makes to someone making tens of millions of dollars.
Can you please stop talking?
Blah, blah, blah. I also heard a financial expert say that, I'm paraphrasing here, the top 1 or 5% income earners in this country under Biden's proposal will take home approximately 40% of the additional income they make above what they would normally make. 40%? When I hear that, I have to say it almost doesn't seem worth it to make the additional when someone else is taking more than half. Is that a fair share? Maybe, just maybe. Biden's proposal is just a starting place for negotiations, like the sticker price on a car, because he's asking for expenditures similar to what FDR was asking for when he took office in 1933. At least I have heard that comparison, that we are in a similar position as a nation and globally. So let the negotiation begin, hopefully. I have been rambling way too much.
Get him out of here.
Hope you're having a great week, day, month, and we'll see you next month on The Modern Moron. Thank you for listening.
Let's raise the minimum wage to
Nickel. Nickels with pictures of bumblebees on them.